Hey everybody, welcome to a weekly musing by me, Brendan. So what's the purpose of this? Well, really the whole point is to pass on knowledge and learnings that I've acquired and accumulated over the years, and to release a weekly short clip around, generally around people, motivation, culture, development, all that sort of stuff. But really with today being the 3rd of January, nearly said February, 2020, wanted to talk about resolutions. But in actual fact, it's not really resolutions because it's more around how do we help create change. We've probably all got some New Year's resolutions that we are thinking of undertaking, or hopefully have started to undertake. But there's a real danger that 2 weeks in, we fall foul, we say hell to this, and we give it all up. Why? Because sometimes your resolutions are destined to fail. Destined to fail because you actually take on too much all at once. So I've done a number of endurance events, and when you build up the training for them, they say actually that you should increase your training capacity or volume by no more than 10% week on week. This is all to do with making sure that the body can cope with the increase in demands that you're putting on it over an extended period of time. So for the Ironman, for example, it was over 32 weeks. It's no different when it comes to making changes from a resolutions perspective over New Year. Why? Because what happens, people say, well, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to cut out sugar, I'm going to exercise 4 times a week, I'm going to give up coffee, I'm going to, I don't know, go on a detox diet, which by the way, I think are nonsense. All of these come at once. So come the 1st of January, you start off with great gusto and you think, yes, got it. 2nd of January, you think, oh God, that was pretty tough. But at the end of the first week, you might have missed 1 or 2, you know what, you've had some more sugar than you wanted, you haven't been able to give up coffee. The first week was good from a gym perspective, but the second week, you know what, life got in the way and then you couldn't go. But the 3rd week, you think, this is too much like hard work, and you go stuff it. Why? Because you tried to change more than one thing at once. The better way to do it would actually be to say, well, you know what, this week I'm going to try and go to the gym 3 times. If it's harder than a 7 out of 10, so in terms of the perceived effort, it's probably too difficult. Why not make it twice a week? Well, I'm 9 out of 10 confident I can do that this week, so let's do that. If you do that for a period of time, over a number of weeks, you will actually then begin to create that habit, and then you can build on something else. So let's say after 4 weeks, you've been twice a week and you're feeling good and you're getting into the habit, onto the swing of things. You then go, well, actually, I can now begin to change an eating habit. So I won't eat desserts in the evening, for example. Choose whatever you like. Give up meat, eat more ice cream, whatever it might be. But you then start doing 2 weeks, 2 times a week from a gym perspective. You then start changing your eating habits, and you then allow that habit to bed in. So you're now 8 weeks in. You know, life goes up and down and you struggle a bit, but you stay on track. All of a sudden you begin to add these incremental stages. So really, you know what, all I wanted to say is don't take on too much all at once. You can do whatever your resolution is. I promise you that. But it's going to be hard, and it's going to take effort. But give yourself a fighting chance. Don't use all of the toolbox in the tools in your toolbox straight away. It's a bit like playing poker and going, here are all my cards. You don't do that. You eke out what you're trying to do to ultimately, hopefully, get your win. So, on the 3rd of January, 2020, if you're going after a resolution, go after one thing at once and give yourself a fighting chance. Because you know what? We got this. So go for it, and I will speak to you next week. Cheers.